Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And we're going to be talking about Vince Wilfork and apparently his son, who's been charged with stealing $300,000 worth of his father's jewelry, including the New England Patriots Super Bowl rings. According to this article here, the son of former NFL lineman Vince Wilfork was arrested last month and charged with stealing more than $300,000 of his father's jewelry, including two New England Patriots Super Bowl championship rings, according to the police complaint released by this Texas County District Attorney's Office on Wednesday. And the police alleged that Wilfork's son, DeAndre Holmes, who's 23 years old, he sold the rings and other jewelry after stealing them. And so, yeah, Wilfork obviously played with the Patriots in 2014 2004 to 2014. And during that time with the Patriots, he accumulated a total of, he actually got to play in a total of 158, where he made 148 starts. And he also accumulated during that time 517 tackles, 16 sacks. He even had 12 fumble recoveries and actually one touchdown on defense and three interceptions. So the big man was extremely talented as he made a total of 5 Pro Bowls with the Patriots, spanning from the range of between 2007 and 2012 during that time frame. The only time he did not make the Pro Bowl during that stint was in 2018 during that time frame. So extremely effective. And then he spent the last 2 years of his time in the NFL with the Houston Texans in 2015 and 2016. And so certainly someone was a tremendous player, even at his time at the University of Miami, and which, matter of fact, along with those AFC championship rings that were missing with the Patriots, his 2001 Miami Hurricane national championship ring, among other things, including, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, all of that stuff missing. And so apparently his son was trying to sell that stuff after stealing it from him. And so Wilfork, according to the police complaint, Wilfork told authorities that he did not, report the jewelry missing or stolen immediately because he was unsure if it was, packed in storage. But on May 10th, he said he received an email from a lifelong Patriots fan that informed him of a post basically saying that the group, was saying that the Super Bowl rings were for sale, and which led to, the filing of their police report, obviously, because at that point, Wilfork knew that it had been stolen. And so the police made contact with the individual who posted the rings on the group, and the individual told police that he purchased them from Wilfork's son back in 2020 for $62,000, and the rings have since been turned over to police, according to the complaint. And so, yeah, the police also discovered that 8 other pieces of Wilfork's jewelry were sold in March 2020 for $4,600. And so, yeah, Wilfork, he's currently 39 years old. Wilfork, he had lost his father to diabetes, raised hundreds and thousands of dollars for diabetes-related causes, and was also a strong supporter of charities that promote education and health for children. So definitely considered, a tremendous, not just athlete, but what he's been able to do in the community as well. So someone that's well respected and really liked, honestly. So who was his son, actually? Well, a little bit about his son, DeAndre Holmes. He's a former Xavier held high I'm sorry high linebacker, and the son, obviously, of Vince Wilfork. He decided to stay in state, and he walked on at the University of Houston, but he did not, and he ended up not playing a single snap for the Houston Cougars because he was dismissed from the program. And so during his freshman year, he was arrested for possession of codeine, and he was looking at 20 years in prison and a $10,000 fine if convicted for felony drug possession. And so, according to TMZ, they reported that DeAndre was pulled over during a routine traffic stop, and police found this in his vehicle. And so, yeah, the law enforcement did not report the amount of jail or prison time served by DeAndre for his drug possession charges. And so, he also found himself in trouble again, obviously. And so, yeah, very sad to hear, in terms of, obviously, Vince Wilfork to have his own son steal from him like that. Definitely sad there, for sure. But on the bright spot, it seems like, what if you can find some type of bright spot, it seems like, obviously, the police is in possession of the rings and stuff. And so hopefully Wilfork will get that back. But obviously, the concern about, what's happening with his son is obviously, something that he's, dealing with for sure. Obviously, a family matter type of issue right there, but definitely, hoping for the best moving forward, and we will see how everything plays out. But with that being said, thank you for joining me for this video. And as always, as more things continue to unfold, you can be sure to find it here. But thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.